Yo, what's up YouTube? Welcome back. Today we're going to be doing tier lists. We got all the characters and then we have all the game modes to go over. And we're going to speedrun it pretty fast here. But also, we got the face cam going. What's up guys? Usually I don't have a green screen so I can't put it in my normal videos, but today we're going to have that. Yeah, let's just start here. We got S tier, like always pick. And then F tier, never pick this unit. And then, it's pretty simple, A, B, C, D. Yeah, let's just start with Archer. We're gonna think about this as if everything is max, every character's max. Archer's really good in like builds where you have AoE and where you can take a lot of archers. So like in a game on like Double Trouble or One Coin, Archer's probably gonna be like S tier. But I think overall we'll put Archer B tier. It does good damage, but if you can only have one fused Archer, it's not crazy, and it is pretty squishy. Alright, let's go to Alita now. I really love Alita early game. You can break the box super fast, go to the middle. You have a lot of health, you do some good damage if you have boots. Some people don't like Alita, but honestly, I would say it's an A tier, because Alita also makes your boost go down slower. So you're going to save boots, it's going to go down way slower. And so, yeah, that's why I love Alita. And then we got Archer Queen. Obviously Archer Queen is going to be S tier, making all your ranged units do more damage because they attack faster. And then Bandit. Bandit, you can win the game with Bandit. All the gem multipliers are like units that multiply your gems, like Bandit or Trader, even Penny. Those are all probably going to be S tier just because gems is how you win the game, and that's literally what they give you. And then BK, it's going to be up here with the Archer Queen, of course. And if we're thinking about ultimates, I think this is the best character in the entire game. The Barbarian gives you the baby barb, allowing you to break your first box super fast. And even more importantly, you can control the entire middle. No one can come in, you just push them out. And it's actually so broken to have all those little barbarians. Let alone the damage you do, it's crazy. Battle Healer, gotta be S tier. It gives every unit like 600 health and heals your entire squad every time you open a chest. Alright, now we got the B. The B, I really like B, but I will say B is not good unless you have it fused, because it will just die and it doesn't do enough damage. So I'm gonna put it down here with Archer. I'm gonna put it in front of Archer. Also up here we can organize this a little better. I think the BK, because it drops a rage, should come second. And yeah, I like this. Archer Queen Bandit. Okay. We got Bo. Bo is very situational. I wouldn't say he's F tier. I would say he's probably D tier just because there's only certain times you want to take a bow depending on like the commons in your lineup, or if you have a game mode where there's big boss monsters to kill. So just because you only take him sometimes, I'll put him D. I might make him C later, but we'll see. Okay, Chicken. Chicken got a huge nerf because all the boxes drop 2 boots now. They used to only drop 1. And Chicken gives you 3 boots when you select a Chicken. But in certain game modes, having the extra boots, especially in competitive lobbies, you're going to want a Chicken just because the boxes are gone instantly. So Chicken's still a good unit, it's just not as good as it used to be. I think I'm going to put it in the front of B, because it is a supplier. Okay, Ruff. I kind of forgot about Ruff when I said Barbarian might be the best. But Ruff is insanely cracked. He fuses a unit every time you select him. And then every 6 chests, he'll give you a fused unit, which is just crazy. And if that wasn't enough, he also boosts all your fusions' health and makes them do more damage. So he's literally like a battle healer and barbarian king in one that also gives you just free fusions. I think he's gonna come after the barb, just because with the barb you just open up the entire map and you can get things going, and he is an epic. You gotta think about this. The barb is just a common. So I think he'll stay right there for now. Okay, the Cult 5-star is actually pretty nice. I've unlocked it on my account, and It makes it so you do more damage when you're fighting people. It charges his bullet storm every time you hit like another player squad. So I think Colt as a common, it's probably A tier. I'll put him right there for now. Dr. T is probably F tier. I mean, there is certain times where I'll pick Dr. T, but I'm never taking Dr. T if I don't have to, or if it's like the literal last 10 seconds of the game, or I'm just trying to get like a crab to block me, or like block my opponent, so I can just hide for the last 10 seconds. But yeah, he's really not good. I wouldn't really take him. Maybe in like Angry Vines he can work, but yeah, he's just not really a good unit. He needs a buff. Okay, Dynamite's actually really strong. Like the B though, you need a fused Dynamite. If you have a fused Dynamite, you're in business. If you have like 1 or 2 unfused Dynamites, it's not gonna help you that much, they're just gonna die. I think I'll put Dynamite. Well, I might put him A tier, just because he does so much damage. If you do have a fused Dynamite, you can just kill someone if they don't. It doesn't matter if they're bigger. He actually got a buff and does a crazy amount of damage. I might put him in front of Colt though. Yeah, we'll organize it at the end, but we'll just keep it like that for now. Okay, the El Primo did just get a buff where when you pick him out of a chest, he does have his flying elbow, like jump charged up. I don't know, I think he'd probably be with Bo. He's not useless like Dr. T, like, depending on the lineup, you might want to take one. He's really tanky, and he does do good stun damage if you're trying to get like a stun build. There's also instances in like Golden Boots. If you have El Primo, it can knock people down or like stun them, and then you can actually catch up and do the damage you need to do. So I'll put him D tier for now. I like Bo better than him, honestly, so I'll keep it like that. Okay, Nita, I actually don't like Nita. I'll rarely ever pick Nita unless I just have to, based on like a chest reroll. But Nita's better than Dr. T, but just like Nita doesn't do much. Like the damage is okay, but there's just always a better like rare to pick. There's always like a better rare. Okay, Frank received a lot of hate when he came out, but he's kind of like the Dynamite where if you have him, he does a lot of like area damage. And I've been playing with him recently and deleting squads with him when like they don't have a Frank and it's just not even a competition. I'm gonna put him behind Colt just because Colt is, I think, just better for damage. He's good for area damage, like kind of like the Dynamite, but Dynamite does crazy damage on his own too. Alright, let's go for the Goblin, our little mascot of this channel. I wish it was the Ninja Goblin on here, but honestly, the Ultimate Goblin gives you so many coins, it's kind of insane. Like when you fuse them, even when you just pick a Goblin, crazy amount of coins. I think I'm gonna put him A tier. I don't think he deserves to be S, but you know, I'm a little biased. I love the Goblin. And certain lineups when you don't have a farmer and you have the Goblin, it is how you win the game, just because you need to build up fast. And if you don't have the farmer, it's hard to do that. So I don't know, should we put him here? Let's just put him here for now. We love the Goblin. Yeah, that's fine. Okay, Greg. Greg's probably S tier. I mean, where's Mavis? Let's just put the farmers here. You can't really win a game without a farmer. You know, they're the backbone of squad busters. So I'll just put them up there. Heavy also sucks. I mean, I wouldn't ever pick Heavy. He's fine if you're standing still, but you can't fight people if you're standing still. You need to be like attack moving around them. So we're just gonna put him down there. Hog Rider, S tier, of course. Probably after Rough. Every time you go out, touch grass, you get infinite speed. It refills your boost, and you are running around as if you're holding turbo. So you just always need a hog every game if you can get them. Ice Wizard's actually insanely broken. Some people don't know this, but Ice Lance, which is the proc on the Ice Wizard, is crazy, and it is the only card in the game that can counter the Ultimate Barbarian, and it will kill all the little baby barbs if you have it procced. So I think Ice Wizard has to be S tier. I'll put it there. It's just actually crazy damage. Alright, next up we got Jesse. I like Jesse. Jesse does good damage, and you do get turrets which you can use to establish some zone control, especially in maps like Angry Vine, stuff like that. But I think Jesse's a B. I mean, I'll take Jesse depending on the lineup, but it's not always my first pick. It is like it's a decent start, I guess, but yeah, I think Jesse's just a B tier. And Leon, no, Leon is pretty situational. In lineups without speed, he is pretty good. But yeah, he's not really my favorite character. Like, I feel like there's sometimes a lot better epics to be taking than him. But the invis is pretty nice. It did just get nerfed. It was a lot better. But I think I'll put Leon in front of Chicken. I don't know, people might disagree about the Leon, but he's just not actually my favorite. And Max is, of course, going to be S tier. You get movement speed with Max, you're just really fast, which is a lot of this game. Medic, I'll put C tier. I feel like there's better healers now, especially since we have the Poco coming up. Poco's just crazy healer, way better than Medic in my opinion. But Medic is decent in some lineups where you don't have said Poco or something. Alright, we got Miner. So the thing with Miner is he's really good if you have movement speed. If you don't have movement speed, he's probably F tier. But if you have like a Hog Rider or a bunch of Maxes or something, every time you stop moving with him, stop like boosting, he'll come up from underground and does like a bunch of knockback damage and stuns, and which allows you to catch someone and kill them. They're like running away from you. So I'll put him B tier just because he's like really good. I'd say he's almost S tier if you have a pig. But if you don't, then I'll just say he's B tier. Maybe even lower, but we'll just keep him there. Okay, Mortis. Mortis is only good really on the spooky map. If you have Mortis on the spooky map, he's probably S tier because you can pick up all the zombie Franks, all of the executioners. But on the other maps, he's kind of mid. The only map he's good on besides that is the green world, where you can get all the goblin brawlers. So I think he's just gonna be, well, I think he's just gonna be C tier. There's only like 2 maps he's good on, so you know, just put the average for him. And then Optimus Prime, he's kind of grown on me just because he heals your squad every time he gets hit, and now that there's these maps that give you like a ton of damage, like the spooky world and the lava world, I would say he's probably gonna be up here. I'll just put him up here with Alita. I think he's a little better than Alita. He's just so tanky and he heals you too, so yeah. Okay, we got Pam. Pam is kind of, I don't know, Pam isn't that good anymore because of our other healers we got, like Poco. And Pam only heals you if you open a chest. So I think I'll just put it with the medic. Certain lineups, you need a Pam. It's kind of nice in Angry Vines to have that healing turret, but just overall, we're just gonna put Pam there. Okay, Penny. The Ultra Penny actually drops crazy loot from the maps. But I don't think it's S tier actually. I think we're just gonna put it with the Goblin. But it is a way to win certain game modes with off the gems from the maps. Like especially low gem count games where you don't have Trader or Bandit. Okay, we got Poco. Poco, like I was saying, is the best healer in the game, in my opinion. If you're a battle healer, Poco, every time you kill like an enemy, either a mob or someone's unit, it heals your entire squad. And he shoots healing rays every couple hits. So he's like the best healer if you're trying to fight people, which is what I do the most. So I think I'll put him in A tier, in front of A tier. He's just good all around. Royal King, I wouldn't say never pick him. Like, he's good very late game, especially in game modes where you're just trying to hold your lead and you want to spawn his units to protect you. But I'm just gonna put him D tier. He's not like, he doesn't do good damage. His recruits will die and they just wander away. So it's just not the best. Okay, Shelly, probably A tier. I'll put Shelly right there. pretty much every lineup with Shelly, it's a good idea to get a Shelly. Just all around good damage unit, and the stun on the Shelly shot is really good. It does so much knockback. Okay, tank. Tank is also a really good damage unit. If someone has tanks, you don't have tanks. I mean, you're just gonna lose the fight. So let's just throw tank up here, A tier. Trying to put it behind the Shelly. The Shelly is a common here. Trader. Gotta put Trader with the Bandit. Trader's how you win games, even though it's kind of lame. But yeah, you just get gems for coins. Which I'd put D tier, or I mean F tier. Put in front of the heavy. It just doesn't do much. It's just such a weak unit. It does okay damage. Its skeletons do nothing, but yeah. And then Wizard's kind of situational as well. I'll put Wizard C tier. Sometimes it's okay to have double spells. It's kind of nice. You can get a combo on someone you couldn't usually do, but there's usually better rares to pick than Wizard here. So I think this is going to be our list here. It's looking pretty good. We got... I'm trying to see if we want to change the order on any of this, but I think if we just look at it in the categories, these are kind of like what I'm picking every game. Anytime I see one of these units, unless I already have a fused farmer, or if I don't want the Ice Wizard because I'm trying to get pigs or something. This is like, basically, I don't know. All these units I'm taking if I get the chance. Actually, maybe we should put tank S tier, because I always will take a tank too. Let's just put tank with the Ice Wizard. Yeah, that looks better. Okay, and then we got the A tiers. All these units are good. Good, like picks. B tier, these guys are good. They're kind of like only good if you have these guys fused, or if you have speed with this guy, or you need zone control, or you just don't have boots. Stuff like that. And then these guys, I'd say they're situational as well, but they're just kind of just worse characters overall. And then D tier, Bo is the only one in D tier that can be good, just depending on the game mode. The rest are pretty much bad in every game mode. And these guys I'd never pick. Like, if you see me playing, I'll never take one of these. So yeah. Okay, that took a while, I think, so let's just get to the maps. We can kind of speedrun this. There's not as much to talk about. Angry Vines. I mean, this is also just preference, of course. So, for my preference, I kind of like Angry Vines just because you can kill people. It's easy. People can't run from you. And usually I have a pretty big squad. So I'll put it B tier. It's not my favorite. And then Chest Imposters, it's okay. I mean, there's just more stuff to farm. People can't really open chests as often, so you can't have too big of a squad early on, but it's alright. Doppelgangers, lots of people hate. I'll put it with Angry Vines. It's not my favorite, but there's a lot of ways you can win in Doppelgangers, which I've pretty much mastered. I usually will win a Doppelgangers game, no matter what the lineup is, so it's kind of grown on me a little bit. Double Trouble's gotta be S tier. It's just so fun getting 2 units, and you can get a massive squad and just kill everyone. And Epic Overload I used to hate, but I've kind of found out the secret of this one too, which is to focus on fusions. That is how you win this game. But it's kind of... there is a luck element to this one, so I'll just put C tier. Okay, Fusion Start I actually really enjoy as well. You can just get the game started faster, you have a bigger squad. It's really nice starting with a Goblin or like a Greg or something. So I'll put it S tier. Okay, we got Gem Overload. Gem Overload I actually don't really like. I might put this D tier. It's just not really fun. You can't get coins, so you have a small squad if you don't have farmers. If you don't have farmers in Gem Overload, it's just misery. And yeah, it's just kind of a bland game mode, in my opinion. Loot Critters though, I kind of enjoy. It's just extra stuff to farm. It's just a normal game with Loot Critters on the board that drop gold, and I might put it in front of the Chest Imposters actually. And Golden Boots, I gotta put with Epic Overload. It's just luck based and it kind of sucks. If you like run out of boots or there's just no boots spawning by you, you just get trolled and you die. So yeah, they're gonna be C tier. Okay, we got the Loot Goblins. Loot Goblins is really fun. There's just so much to farm. You get massive squads. And yeah, there's always good fights in Loot Goblin, so I'm gonna put it up here in front of Fusion Star, I think. Loot Surge, it's okay. It's not my favorite. I think it's a B tier game. I think it could be in front of those two though. It's just kind of weird. It's kind of fun when there's keys that spawn. You can get big, but I don't know. And this game mode, I don't know if they got rid of it. I haven't seen it forever, but I used to like monster pets. There's just more mobs to spawn. But I hope it's not from the game. I don't know if they deleted it or not, but I haven't played monster pets in so long. Let's just keep going. We got the Pinata event. It's just going to be with our extra farm game modes up here that are just a normal game, but more stuff to farm. And then ring grab, it's trash, honestly. It's just whoever has the rings in the last second. You get popped once, you lose everything, which discourages people from fighting, which is what I hate about the game. And no one will fight. They'll just try and take one unit and then run away the whole game. So yeah. We got the Royal Ghost. Just another game mode up here. I like it. It's just more ghosts. Like more units to farm. And it is really fun controlling the ghost in your area at the end of the game. And Spell Overload, I actually don't like. I'm gonna put it down here. It's really hard to fight people. Actually, I might put it D tier. Actually, I think we need to rearrange this. Ring Grab, D tier. And Spell Overload is just annoying to fight because everyone has spells. And what happens is I get targeted a lot by like multiple players because they see my name and it makes it not fun. Gem Overload, or not Overload, Gem, like the Mega Mine. It's not my favorite either. It's just kind of, there's gems in the middle. I mean, it's not my favorite, it's not the worst. I think it could be behind Doppelgangers. Tree Giants is fun. I think it's going to be an A tier. There's just the Tree Giants in the middle you can control, and they drop keys, so if you're good at controlling them, you can get really big and just kill everyone. Turbo Overload, I really like. I think it just might be an S tier, just because having boots is so fun in this game. If you don't have speed, it's like, if anyone's played this game, like, you know, if you don't have speed, it's not really fun, but if you do have speed, you're having a good time. It's smooth sailing. So I'm just gonna put S tier. The Mole game mode, I like it as much as Royal Ghost probably. I think I'm gonna put Loot Critters in front of those two though. But yeah, it just goes with the ghosts and the chests. They're pretty similar. And then the gem pot is kind of lame. I'll put it with the mega gem mine. It's just like people go pick up the gem pots and they win, and you gotta go find them, I guess, and kill them. But yeah, I don't really like the maps where there's just random gems you just get for luck, like if it spawns by you. One coin though is my favorite one in the whole game, just because I have really good lines on my chest cycles, and so I'm going around, I'm getting 4 or 5 chests even in my cycle, and then I'm just way bigger, and I usually always win a 1 coin. Golden Meteors is kind of fun. I think Golem Meteors is better than Tree Giants in my opinion. I just like killing all the golems, and they spawn throughout the whole map, so there's not really luck based on this. Okay, we got Ice Spirits now. Ice Spirits is even better than the golems. I just like it when you're able to control middle to get massive, because if you're farming the Ice Spirits, you're gonna, like, if you have them on lock, you're gonna get twice the size even as someone who's just outside of middle. And it's really nice. I like being able to kill them too. It's just kind of satisfying. I don't know how they spawn little Ice Spirits. And then timeout, I don't know, it doesn't really bother me. Some people really hate it. I think it's probably the same as Angry Vines to me. Usually I won't time out unless something crazy happens, but yeah, it's just kind of a normal game mode without the clocks, if you think about it. I really don't like this game mode. It's just farming, and you have a massive Greg, and he's really weird when you're controlling him. And yeah, it's just kind of hard to fight people with too. Chickens I also don't like. It's kind of like ring grab, where if you have the chickens at the end of the game, you win. If someone takes them in literally the last 2 seconds, you're winning the whole game, and you just lose. You get 8th place. So it kind of sucks in that regard. And then loot machines, I think, is also another luck-based game, because if you get machines with keys, you can just instantly win, or machines with rings. If you don't, then you're just kind of screwed. And Mega Bosses is alright, and there's just two big bosses to fight in the middle. I'll just put a B tier. They drop lots of gems and coins. I mean, not coins, keys. So, yeah, it's just bosses to fight. Just, you know, it's decent. But yeah, I think that's gonna be our list here. I'm looking over it one more time. I think the only thing I might change would put like the boots in D tier. But, you know, it's fine. They're fine. They can be in C tier. But yeah, I think that's pretty good. The S tier games, I love playing these ones every time. The A tier ones, I'm fine with playing. And yeah, it just goes down from there. But yeah, let me know in the comments if you guys agree or disagree with this tier list and this tier list I made. And yeah, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out, guys.